let's go ahead and.
How you doing?
Oh,
So I'm not trying to mess up your video or anything, but you can't do this.
I can't like test on the stream and everything like that.
No.
Miss Staples donated $1. Tell that black get back to work.
Now you really have to say. Now you really have to knock it down.
Okay, I did not say that. That was.
I don't care. You gotta take it down.
Chat, y'all being rude.
Diddy donated $1. You showing up to Freak Week or not?
P. Diddy?
I'll give you 5 minutes to take it down. If not, I'm gonna have to call somebody to come get you out the store.
Okay, can I just get 5 minutes?
Yeah, you got 5 minutes to shut it
Thank
down.
you, thank you.
Okay.
You're a beautiful black queen. Chat, they were chill. Why'd y'all have to do
Does it
that?
have to be shut down, or else I have to call the police?
I did
I
that.
need you to shut down the system right now and disconnect.
Okay.
Staples donated $1. Tell that white to get off her phone.
Yeah, they already told me about it.
Okay, so right now, go call the police and tell them I need the police in here right now.
No.
I'm calling the police right now because it's illegal to record or do anything without permission.
Can I just? She gave me 5 minutes.
Teen mom who tossed live newborn in trash compactor now facing capital murder charge.
Ooh, isn't justice so sweet? Capital murder sounds like somebody's about to get the lethal injection. I hope it burns. I hope it feels like lava and razor blades in the bloodstream, bro, because that's what you deserve. You threw a child into the trash. I do not care how old you are. I don't care if she's a teen, because I've been a teen. We've all been teens, and we've never done that. Somehow all of us managed to complete our teenage years without killing somebody, without throwing a literal child into the garbage. I don't know, maybe I missed the memo when I was a teenager. Maybe there was some sort of letter or notice to all teenagers in the United States that now is the time to be a deplorable It's a real treat that she was charged with capital murder. Maybe this is our opportunity to bring back some archaic methods of torture. I say that she should be the first person in the modern day to be crucified.
Dairy Queen manager allegedly punished employees by making them eat ice cream mixed with a cleaning solution.
Whatever happened to just talking to people? Whatever happened to just firing people? If you're really that upset with your workers, you can get new workers. Like, for real, all of this could be avoided if your manager was just, I don't know, not a sociopath? It really begs the question if he meant to hide what he was trying to do with his employees, because anybody who would be eating ice cream like that would immediately identify that something was horribly wrong with this treat. Something is horribly wrong with this frozen ice cream because it tastes like the floor. Something like that, in my opinion, just can't be hidden. It can't be like, they don't know that they're eating the floor chemicals. Like, no, people can absolutely identify and taste that. It's crazy. It really makes you think that maybe this dude is a special type of maniac and actually wanted to be caught. I was assaulted by a woman. Does that mean I should hate all women? I don't think it does. You know why? Because not all women are bad. You just want to hate men. I beg your pardon? What? It's horrendous that it happened to you, but that kind of assault happens at a much lower rate than men assaulting women. Also, this post is about women's issues, so can you stop attention seeking and grow up? What you just said doesn't debunk anything. Just because it happens at a lower rate doesn't mean it's not happening at all, and it certainly doesn't mean that those actions are in any way less significant. They are important and worth talking about. And it really blows my mind that this creature on Twitter thinks that this statement in any way refutes the first one. No, it is not okay to ascribe hatred or blame to an entire group of people, whether it be a gender or a race or whatever, because you were harmed, terribly harmed, by an individual of whatever group. In this case, it's wrong to hate all women because one woman assaulted you and did something awful to you. That's all that this user was trying to say, and for whatever reason, that compelled you to say that this kind of assault isn't the same. Like, what? In what way is that an appropriate statement to make? I know I say it all the time. It really does blow my mind that people online feel this way about anything, that people really feel like they can just voice stuff like this and have it not be ridiculous. How do you get here? What books do you need to read? What videos do you need to watch? What posts do you need to retweet and share for you to have this type of ideology and feel it remotely appropriate or necessary to share it with other people? How do you get here? How do you become this evil?
West End Plays tells white theater goers that they aren't welcome as it hosts all black audience nights at Kit Harington production to protect ticket holders from the white gaze.
Huh? The white gaze? What? What is that? What does that mean? Now, to those eagle-eyed amongst us, you will notice that this post is similar to one that I covered a year ago that was talking about a similar occurrence in the UK. For whatever reason, large West End plays have been segregated because reasons, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine as to why this type of ideology is accepted nowadays. I don't know what's wrong with white people and black people, or just white people and other minorities being able to watch a play together, but for whatever reason it's so, I don't know, distracting that there has to be separate showings for separate races. But hey, maybe I just haven't encountered the scary and dangerous and radioactive white gaze, because apparently it's something that people need to be protected from, and I, for my entire life, have been ignorant to it. So I should, you know, look over my shoulder, right? I really wouldn't want any of that white gaze to like infect me or something like that. I really don't know what the rules are. I'm just guessing here.
Our ball shit. If we lose your package, we.
Excuse me. Hey.
There are internet individuals posting bounties for the famous cat, Mr. Fresh. Oh my god, kill the internet famous Brother Fresh upon completion, wait the cry of at least 3 cat influencers as confirmed death. Bounty for kill in USD. Now, I'm sure many of you guys can recognize this cat from the clips on TikTok and Twitter. Anytime people use a reaction image, this cat is everywhere. And for those who are unaware, the cat is popular because of its side-eye pose. A lot of people use that image or video as a reaction to other things online. And for whatever reason, on a 24/7 live stream app in China, people are trying to put out bounties for this cat because they want the cat to die and then have its corpse put online for whatever reason. And I wish I could say that this was BS, that this is just people being hyperbolic and terrible online as per usual. But no, this has happened before with other famous online cats. So these people are genuine in their wants to, I don't know, take out an innocent creature and make a bunch of people online upset for reasons unknown. You can draw some conclusions in the comments down below. I'm pretty sure that at the end of the day, these people are just demented and just want to see an innocent creature die. There probably isn't any motives after that. As of right now, there is a $600 bounty out on this cat, and of course, as every day passes, the bounty grows more and more and more. I really hope whoever owns this cat, locks their doors, keeps a lookout, because apparently people online, specifically in China, really, really want their cat dead for whatever reason other than for their own entertainment. It's f***ing sick. This next clip is the aftermath of a drunk driving accident, and quickly after the accident, the drunk driver decides to flee the scene.
Bro, you're done. You're just gonna go to jail, you know what I mean? No, you're drunk and you just crashed. Are you okay? I wasn't in the car.
Who hit my car?
The guy in this car.
What the f is wrong with you?
He's drunk.
Dude, it's fucking what the f is wrong with you?
Are you okay?
Crazy?
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, but her son ain't.
You gotta fucking...
He's going to jail.
Is your son okay?
Stupid motherfucker. Your ass.
Bro, you're going to jail. It ain't worth running. Don't run, bro. Don't run now.
Panera Bread exempt from following California's new minimum wage law due to relationship with Gavin Newsom.
I have to applaud Panera Bread for being so bold to do this out in public, to flex the fact that you have friends in high places that can make you exempt from new laws that are meant to help your employees. It truly is a big club and all of us are not in it. Like, for real, this is just blatant corruption. Just out in the open, and nobody's bothered by this? Does anybody have a problem with this?
Super disappointing. My father-in-law just passed away, their grandfather. We're on the way to the funeral. We were supposed to bring Grandpa's favorite dog, Milo, our dog. He's flown multiple times and Grandpa just loves him. And so we're hoping that Milo would be able to say goodbye. Unfortunately, some rude agents, both the agent and the supervisor, stopped us as we were ticketing. They said that Milo could not fly. He was denied boarding because he was apparently too big for his carrier, even though we've flown with that same carrier multiple times. Chad,
he hasn't grown.
He hasn't grown. We were just flying a few months ago. They were super rude about it. There's one thing about trying to enforce a policy, but to be rude about it, to speak to me like that, to not answer my questions, unacceptable. And then to add further insult to injury, as we're leaving, we see multiple dogs, the same size, using the exact same carrier, and they're getting cleared. At least enforce your policies uniformly. Southwest.
Mom loses $800,000 disability case after photos of her winning a tree throwing competition emerge.
Sweet Jesus, you cannot commit insurance fraud and then go to, I don't know, perform in some sort of strong woman contest by throwing trees. Did you really think that this insurance company was going to give you nearly $1 million and then not do any due diligence? Any. Just none. They were just going to give you a blank check and then turn around? No, that is like more than common sense. Oh my God. And now you're going to be looking at a court case. If you don't give all that money back, you will be seeing the inside of a prison cell for a good bit of time. Oh my God. This next clip is of a drunk dude taking somebody's hat, an expensive hat, and throwing it into the middle of a hockey rink. I'm crying. Do y'all remember this? Sweet Jesus. This post was made to mock an Israeli hostage who was kidnapped by Hamas on October 7th during the Nova Festival. His siblings recreated an old family photo to show that he's missing from the picture. And just in case you don't believe me, here's the proof. I don't get it. I don't think I'll ever get it. I don't understand how dunking on a hostage makes your politics in any way palatable. Whatever you believe in, I don't believe in. Because if your way of thinking leads you to behave in a way that is abhorrent in every capacity, making fun of hostages and kidnapping victims, I don't want to share your opinion. I don't even want to hear your opinion. That's how deplorable that is. That's not politics. That's just you trying to find an enemy and trying to find someone worth making fun of, which are characteristics of bitch-made people. These are bitch-made people, because if you really walked up to this individual and confronted them about their tweets, about their statements, their very abhorrent statements about very real human lives, they'd fold like a omelet. Elvis impersonator in a world of legal jeopardy after allegedly exploited runaway 16-year-old girl found, oh my, what the a world of legal jeopardy? That's putting it lightly. The dude kidnapped a child and then imprisoned said child in a motel room after 4 a.m. Yeah, I can imagine him being in a world of legal jeopardy. I can also imagine this dude being 6 feet under or 6 feet above ground. Your pick. Because something needs to be done with this dude. What in the world? A runaway? Jesus. And I know many of you guys might be confused with the censoring that's happening on screen. It's the rules of the subreddit. They don't share names and identifying information. But that's not the rules of the Ailurus YouTube channel. So here's the guy's face and here's the guy's name. Why am I sharing this dude's name and information? Because people ought to know who he is and what he done. This man's job is to interact with the public every single day, and people ought to know who to not take pictures with, especially if you're a family and you have children. Avoid this Elvis impersonator. He is a predator. Okay, so we got ourselves a receipt for $71.38. Someone scratched out all of the tips, so I already know this is about to get stupid. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's how we behave. We're gonna go ahead and just be racist on a receipt. Like, for real, this has to be the most pathetic way to be racist. If you had to be this much of a butthole, at least don't be a bitch about it. Seriously, that's my opinion. If you're going to go out of your way to be this disrespectful, writing something really mean on a receipt, that action doesn't really send the message that you want it to send. If anything, it proves to the entire world that you're incredibly petty, pathetic, and bitch-made.
Yes or no? Mom watches boyfriend put gun to toddler son's head and pull trigger over cheating claims, police say.
Claims? Just alleged claims of infidelity led you to point a firearm at a child. Like, for real, bro, I'd look away from the camera too. I'd be shameful too. I'd feel guilty too, because in no universe is that remotely reasonable to do. It's crazy how this guy took a child's life. He was bold enough to do that. He was crazy enough to do that, but he has enough shame to not look at the camera. That's what really kills me about these people, about these individuals who will go out of their way to take a life, to perform and do a terrible action, but still show shame. Still feel guilt. Why? You certainly didn't feel guilty or bad about taking that kid's life. Why do you feel bad now? Is it because you're caught? Is it because you're being perp walked? Is that why? It makes no sense for these people to feel the way that they feel. You took a child's life over some bullshit, and now you're not gonna look at the camera. That's rich. Dog groomer 51 who bashed a— oh my— what the what? A hairdryer? You beat a dog to death with a hairdryer. And for whatever reason, you're still walking free amongst, reasonable society, amongst reasonable people. Why aren't you behind bars? How come this individual is not under the jail? What is going on in Australia, man? What is happening over there? Something needs to be fixed in your justice system. Something needs to be addressed, because this dog deserves justice. 8 hours of anger management was the punishment. You really think this individual was rehabilitated with 8 hours of psychotherapy? You're trying to tell me that a conversation, an 8-hour conversation, was enough to compel this person to not beat another dog to death? I'm skeptical. I doubt that. I doubt that this person is going to stop doing what they're doing. I doubt that their anger management problems have been remedied. I seriously doubt it. Because what could compel someone to do this to an innocent creature? What could compel somebody to beat a dog to death with a fucking hairdryer? I doubt that 8 hours of conversation is going to prevent that person from doing this again. You want to know how to stop this person? Put them in prison. Okay, so some quick context. This story is coming from r/marriage, but was posted onto the subreddit, and you'll quickly understand why. I, 29 female, am married to my husband, 28 male, for 3 years, together for 7. We had been your everyday happy couple, stable finances, no major problems overall. Hubby is a sweetheart, but one problem I had with him is that he's excessively touchy and flirty. It was great at first. Who does not love an attentive partner, right? However, as the years passed, it felt excessive to me. Whenever he compliments me, there is always a comment. There's always along with beautiful, cute. Whenever we kiss, he gets a hard on, even when hugging me or caressing. There's always a butt slap when passing by the kitchen. I pointed it out before, but to no avail. He kept doing that. A quick note, he does not push me for intimacy, even though he is ready for the deed. He just has a hard on. I think about 6 months ago, he was caressing me, and I noticed he had a hard-on again. It was a really stressful time for both of us, so I was fed up with everything in life at the time. I told him how he always me, and it's disgusting. He clearly did not expect that and was taken aback. He said he can't help it since he is a young, fit, healthy man. I asked him to stop as it was irritating for me. I should have chosen my words more carefully here. And since then, there has been no hug, no butt slap, no caressing, no intimacy initiation from his side for the last 6 months. I asked a week into our discussion why he stopped hugging and cuddling me. He said he will get a hard-on and I'll be upset, which I argued by saying, is it not possible for you to do these things without getting a— He said it just happens naturally. 6 months have passed without these intimate moments unless I initiated. He didn't even compliment me much. I also add that he seemed weird during intimacy. This month, hubby went on a business trip for 6 days and has been off since then. 2 days ago, he abruptly told me that we're not compatible and maybe we should separate. I was shocked, and I asked him why he thinks that. He stated how our intimacy frequency dropped a lot when he stopped. He said that a younger girl flirted with him when they were at the bar with colleagues after the event. He said he realized that he did not feel wanted in a long time. He complained how I almost never compliment him, has always been on the receiving end, and even though I was the receiving one, how I get to complain about it. I asked him if he cheated and he said no and berated me on not knowing and trusting him. I tried to talk to him more on this topic, but he just doesn't answer. I've been trying to process everything and crying for the last 2 days. I do not know how to navigate this situation. Any advice is appreciated. You want my advice? You want all of our advice? Maybe you should let him leave you. In a moment of anger, you told him the truth. You told him that you found his advances to be gross, that you didn't like that he was sexualizing you, that you didn't like him caressing and touching you, especially if he showed signs of being physically aroused. You found that gross, and you told him that fact to his face. How else is he supposed to accept that? How else is he supposed to approach this relationship? To ensure that you're not uncomfortable and weirded out or feel he's going to leave the relationship. He's going to find somebody more compatible. And you're somehow upset about that? That makes no sense. You made a statement, he accepted the statement, and he plans to leave you. That's it. I don't understand how you can feel bad or feel upset about his choices when you set your boundaries. He doesn't want to impede on that, so he's just going to leave the relationship. And the fact that you genuinely asked him to not, be physically aroused when he touches you is funny, because for most men, that's an automatic response. That's not a choice. It's a physical reaction triggered by somebody who he's attracted to, somebody that used to be you. This story was shared everywhere, and I want to know what you guys think. It was big on this subreddit and on r/marriage and also on Twitter. You already know my opinion, and I want to know yours. If you were in a situation like this, what would your reaction be and how would you handle it? This is a sensitive situation, and for a lot of people, this might be a difficult thing to handle. So I want to know what you guys think. Take a look at this whole story and share your opinions in the comments. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ailurus, aka Panda Daddy, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, let me know in the comments down below and leave a like if you liked the video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, fam. What you doing watching videos and not subscribing? And if you're old, make sure you hit that bell so you can get these notifications every time. This weekend and all of next week, there's going to be a ton of Ailurus content, a ton of channel favorites, because next week is spring break and you guys deserve a content dump. So I hope you guys are excited for the weekend. There's going to be uploads tomorrow and Sunday and all throughout next week. And I wouldn't be able to do it without my Patreon supporters, so a big thank you to Twitch is Lost, Aquinas Downhill Legend, Caterhoof, Behemoth Enjoyer, The Fungi, Tim Killen, Convicted Poop Slinger, Dawnbreaker Drake, Traffic Racer 124, Fisherman, The Blurred Star, Mr. Sandman, Ironic PFP, Mike, Sleepy Dragon, Power Lover, Loving Tate, Tron Destroy 23, Code Counter Purvis, S16, Infrared, My Golden Experience, James Tucker, BMX 30, Cinnamon Sticks, The Fake Musician, Samantha Bellhart, Bloody Hunter, Killy, Dundernass Hawk, Swiss Patreon user, and Noah. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. And if you want to help support the channel, there's 2 links in the description, one on my merch store and one on my Patreon. Both funds go directly into the channel so I can maintain what's happening here. And as always, stay zesty.